Welcome back to Your Hour. Joining me now is Lance Chaffin and Brooke Hosler. Hosler. Yeah, I'll get it right eventually.
How are you doing, Cheryl?
I'm doing well. Well, sort of. Anyway, you have an event coming up Saturday.
Yes, this next Saturday.
That's
Saturday.
right. It's a week.
Yes, a week from Saturday. So you've still got your time to go to Ticketfly and go get your tickets to the Crown Uptown, right up the street, the premier palace of Wichita, the Crown Uptown. I can't quote you on the date. It was built in 1928. I believe.
I don't remember.
But the Crown Uptown was, it's been a staple in Wichita for such a long time, and we're very proud to bring professional wrestling back to the Crown Uptown. I'm still casted up, but hopefully I'll be out of this thing by the Crown. But
that kind of gives you an unfair advantage, doesn't it?
Well, actually, I know Brooke's not very happy with me about what transpired at our last event on December the 9th in Mount Hope. It was our last show of the year, and my student Christian Temple, who I've talked quite a bit about, who we'll see if he shows up. But I decided that Christian Temple didn't have what it took. I decided that Christian Temple didn't have what it took to hold the weight of MWE on his shoulders. And going into the Crown Uptown, I had originally said that it was going to be Christian Temple defending the first ever MWE Heavyweight Championship in the main event. I decided to take that opportunity away from him at the end of our show.
Decided by himself.
Okay.
Without anybody else's approval.
This cast did use, it played to my advantage, and Christian Temple now. So I don't quote me on his injury, but he was in the hospital for a couple days.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, probably not medically cleared. If he shows up, I'll take him out again and prove the point that the mangler and the student will never beat the trainer. All right, the mangler will always prevail. Brooke's not very happy with me about it. It is what it is. But at the Crown Uptown, to bring back the promotion, let's talk back about the promotion.
Let's bring it back to
We've got a lot of people coming out to the Crown Uptown. You've got the Honky Tonk Kid. You've got Mr. Fitness 2. You've got Quinn. You've got Mr. Fitness 2, new merchandise on the market.
MWEProWrestling.com.
So come on out to MWEProWrestling.com and get your new Mr. Fitness 2 merchandise. Get your new Mangler merchandise. Get your MWE shirt, your memorabilia, and check it out. It's a really good website. Brooke's put together a pretty good program on there, and it's pretty interactive, and you can find a lot of your MWE wristbands and everything that goes with it. So
that shirt
would be nice to me now.
That shirt wouldn't look as good on me. But yeah, that's cool. Merchandise is important because the people who relate to wrestling, they want to show their loyalties, they want to show their devotion, and that's how they do it.
Right. And speaking of back to the promotion of the main event, instead of Christian Temple, it will be in the main event the Mangler. And the Mangler is going to wipe out the entire championship scramble that I talked about originally. At the end of the day, we have to do what's best for business. And whenever it comes to the competition that could have been, I have to wipe that out. And Christian Temple is not going to be there, and so the Mangler will take on whoever decides that they're going to stand up to me. I'm 6'6", 320 pounds. Come on. What are they going to do? Who are they going to bring? What real wrestler can they possibly pull out of Wichita that they're going to say can stand up to me? And
you are right about one thing, and that is that we will be doing what is best for business.
We'll talk about that later. But, let's talk about how they can get their tickets, Brooke.
You can get your tickets at ticketfly.com. There is also a link for that at MWEProWrestling.com, or you can check out our Facebook event for all the ticket information, prices, times. The doors open at 6. The show starts at 7. But just check us out on Facebook or at MWEProWrestling.com, and it'll have all the information.
And it is still a family-friendly event.
It is still a family-friendly event. I promise you, it will be a family-friendly event. But I promise you, MWE will be crowning the best in the Midwest in that championship match, which is me versus whoever.
The best in the Midwest.
Whoever that may be.
But MWE, for the first time ever, in all reality, will be bringing championship gold for the very first time. We had a successful run for the last year in Mount Hope, and now we're going to go to the Crown Uptown. We've got a few more dates to talk about. January the 20th, we will be somewhere. We're working on it. We're working on a venue, and unlike a lot of those folks who just say things as a promotion tactic. We have booked down the date of January the 20th for a show. We have a couple of venues that are wanting us to come in, and we're just trying to pick on which market's going to be the best for us. So we want to make sure that we give the best to the fans. We want to make sure that we're everywhere and accessible to the fans on both markets. And we acquired a new wrestling company. I acquired a new wrestling company in recent weeks, and we're going to really take it to the next level. It's going to be a charity organization. We're going to do, Brooke is very near and dear to her heart for, to do some charity work. I've done some fundraising work in the past with MWE. We've raised money for medical bills. We've raised money for elementary schools. And so it's really near and dear to both of us to do these charity and fundraising events. And now we've acquired a company that we're going to be able to do those under, and be able to give back to the community and give back to these organizations and be able to give back to the community that has supported us for such a good time.
On that note, we are looking for organizations that would like to run fundraising events. So if you know of anybody or are involved in one yourself, please reach out to us and let us know if we can do anything to work together.
And you can contact us at MWEProWrestling.com.
Or on your Facebook page.
Or on our Facebook page.
Very cool. There's a lot of wrestling fans in this part of the country, and they're very loyal wrestling fans.
They are. They show up to every event. I tell you, in fact, this show, before all chaos ensues in the main event and the Mangler retains and takes for the first time that heavyweight championship, we're going to
You're pretty sure of that, aren't you?
I'm pretty sure. I have no doubt.
Okay.
And so we are going to crown for the very first time also the first ever Fan of the Month. And so this time at the Crown Uptown, we've decided to go ahead and give back to our fans, and there's been a lot of loyalty in our crowd base, and so one fan in particular, Kevin Nazari, has been selected, and he will be at the show. He will be presented with a plaque, and he will be our Fan of the Month for December.
That's nice.
And we will be doing that at each show from now on out.
Very cool. I like that. And you still have your wrestling school.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. We've got actually multiple students now that are training on a regular basis, and training's really growing and going. So, the thing I can say is if you want to be a professional wrestler and you want to live the career of a professional wrestler, get out to MWEProWrestling.com and sign up for a tryout. Get in there and try to, see what it's all about. Even if it's something you think you want to do for a short period of time as a hobby, or if you want to have a career in this business, come over to MWE and check it out. We have a training school, and I've trained a lot of names. I've trained it with a lot of big names, and we're really moving in a forward direction, and I'm excited to see the product that we're getting ready to pump out with some of our new students.
Well, and you're living proof that you can make a living at this.
Absolutely. I've been doing wrestling in Wichita since 2012. Prior to that, I did a couple seminars. I brought, the Nasty Way Brian Knobs in with me, and it was a great time. So we look forward to the Crown Uptown, which is sponsored by Crown Royal, and we're going to be there December the 29th.
Okay. Now, is that Friday or Saturday?
That is Friday night.
Friday. Okay, I said Saturday. That was wrong.
Friday night, December the 29th.
Okay. Very cool.
MWEProWrestling.com.
All right.
Thank you, Cheryl.
And I bet the Crown is a really good venue.
Oh, we're excited.
They just